how are you?
Good to see you. I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, very, very exciting moment because we are in our last quarter for the year
Yeah.
and big tension, but the field is actually full of excitement because we have the BBB, the Business Booster Bonus, and I think everyone is very excited also.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will also have next year.
So how's the launch, in India?
Yeah, the launch is still like, there's lots last minute hiccups with regards to some payment gateway things that's like pending. But I think we are ready. We're just waiting for some clearances from the service providers. So I think we are hopeful that, another 1 week, 10 days, we have to have some kind of uh, go live date. So that's what, but we don't know. I think these, you can understand, the government things and couple of,
No
uh,
worries.
like, yeah.
Everything is good.
Yeah. So I think we are ready from our side. We've had a great event, and I'm going to show a nice clip also, which was
Yeah,
very
and
successful. So we are meeting leaders, and a lot of people are calling us. So there's a lot of excitement around. It's just about like, switching the button, just to kind of go live. So that's where we are.
yes,
And I
we
think
have
it's coming.
we have quite a lot of them who are really interested to know more about India. That
Wow.
is why we arranged for this meeting,
Yeah,
and
that's great.
I think all of them are excited, to hear and to know more about the India operation and especially the compensation plan, how they can actually introduce, engage with their friends in India.
Yeah.
This is a very good session for everyone. So there's another 2 minutes and we can kickstart the meeting. So we are still waiting for some of them who will join us from Indonesia, Singapore, Taiwan. I got a few here, Hong Kong, and Malaysia.
Wow, that's great.
Yes.
No problems. I think we even when you sent me a message, I was so excited. I said that, wow, this is amazing. Yeah. So a lot
Yeah.
of people are excited, and it just gives us also motivation that, we have the global family with us and everybody is excited about India. So it's going to
Yeah,
be
it's
fun.
time. It's time. They need to know more about that. And
Exactly. Exactly.
it's just like one more family members, and it's a big family.
For sure. And I think the advantage is that, that's what I'm going to talk about. It's just not limiting to India. It's like I was sharing earlier. It's also about the Indians around the world. I think it's the it's the India and then the Indians. And if we understand the Indian culture, I think I'll speak about it a little bit, aside the comp plan.
Yeah.
The culture here is more like, if I mean, even if like our families, a lot of families are living around the world, they're still so connected back home
Yeah.
that, we build Indians, the India is built automatically. Like that's the strong connections they have. Similarly, if we have, say, like, there you go.
Okay, I think Eileen
Similar-
has already given us the signal that we got a site. Okay, yeah, Philip. Yeah, you are very excited. All right. Translation sessions tomorrow. Okay, you are going to translate for your Hong Kong associates. Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. And I know all of you are very excited and eager to know more about India. How are we going to start, business in India? How about the compensation plan? When can we actually enroll our friends, in India and vice versa? So today, thank you so much, Puneet and his team that, they spare, time, to share very important information with each and every one of us here. So I hand over the mic to Puneet. Puneet, is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vivian. And once again, thank you very much, everybody, for being here. We're about, 30, 39, almost 40 people and still growing. So a big thank you for everybody to kind of being a part of this call. So my name is Puneet Madan. I'm sure, if you don't know, I look after the India's operations here, and I joined Usana. It's about going to be a year now on 1st December. Unbelievable. Time just flies. So, and it's very excited about it, putting all the pieces in place. And I think we have a presentation which we're going to talk about it. And I've also got my colleague Gunjan right here. She had sales and marketing. And then we also have two of our stars. We have Vikrant here from India. He had sales. And then we have Amit. He looks after the customer service. So this is a kind of a core team, sales and the customer service, very important, put together. So we have a very slight capsule of presentation, which we just thought we'll kind of present to you. And then maybe in the end, if we have some time left, we'll just love to take any questions, any queries you have. So let's see the presentation right now. Okay, yeah, it's okay. Okay, yeah, okay. So maybe I want to start by simply giving a little bit of an overview of India. For sure, this opportunity is for you. And you know how we say the time is now, and there's a reason for that, why Usana is starting now in India, and what kind of a support we have for you, and what are the unique changes what we have for success. So this presentation, might of you have seen it, it's kind of uh, like we've been presenting that. It's a standard one. However, I'll get into more details right now about the India opportunity, and then my colleague Gunjan will come and she will speak about the compensation plan and the products, and then in the end I'll come back again and share some tips with you how like you guys can go connect with people and simultaneously also, like as we say, not limiting to just India, but also build Indians around the world, which is going to be, I'm sure, pretty exciting as it's a huge community and I think vibrant community around the world. So with this, why the time is now, I mean, these slides will be available. I'll send it to Vivian and the team, and please, you can just download it. And this is like very much available. But if you see the market demographics, demographics, we have an aspiring middle class population. That's about 33% of the people. They fall in a middle segment. I mean, India is all about class or higher class or middle class. Sorry, but I don't want to say the lower class. This is how like the perception is. It's also about, educating you on the culture. And the middle class are always aspiring. They like to be going up. Oh, I want to today drive this. I want to kind of take a bigger house, a better. I want to make my life better. I want to send my kids abroad. So this is a population which primarily is very successful in in our kind of a business, in a direct sales or a environment, as there is an aspiration to step up. So that's where it's about, one third of our population, one third of our population, 33% is falling in that category where there is a huge level of aspiration. They want to fight and they really want to win. And that's why I think the direct selling is about nearing 2.5 billion in India. You can see practically every organization that you name, they are all here in India for the last 2.5, 3 decades and growing. I think the millennial population is probably, almost 400 million, half a billion of the population is falling around millennials, so that's huge. That's really massive. So that's why you see a huge Instagram users, about 300 million Instagram users. Facebook is still fairly strong in India. The world is moving out of Facebook, but I think practically Indians, the direct selling business is fairly popular on Facebook. So while you are entering in India or looking at India, please do not ignore Facebook. This will be my advice to you. As you can see, almost 500 million people are on Facebook, still active. They kind of post things, they do a lot of business through Facebook. Strong macros, GDP and all pretty much good. As you can see, the numbers are good for India. Of course, it's an inflationary environment, but still, I think the macros are strong. I mean, everybody is praising our Prime Minister, who's done a great job to really kind of turn the game in the last, I should say, about a decade, 8, 9 years. So a lot of good things are happening here, action happening here. That's why I think you have Usana, kind of, the brand like Usana now taking a decision to enter in India. One of the things which is very exciting is social media dominance. Like I spoke about Instagram, Facebook. This is a channel, so we would highly recommend you to use. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. There's a huge influencers population. There's about 100,000 plus. influencers ranging from about 1,000 to about 10 million of one influencer has got even 10 million followers. So if we are able to rope them in, we have the affiliate program being approved for India, knowing the strength of India when it comes to the social media, as I think it's pretty strong, and more or less all the organizations, the businesses practically moved to social media, and that's what is the new normal which we see in the last 5 6 years, and especially after COVID. I think the businesses have all moved into the social media, like in the other parts of the world. Direct selling, wellness and cosmetics is about 80%. Cosmetics is also includes skincare. Here it's called as beauty. I think it should be wellness and beauty business. That's about 80%. So right now, I think the wellness still accounts for a huge thing, but beauty is also a very strong category. And there are a lot of brands, beauty brands, they're pretty strong in India. And so if you are talking to people, you're meeting people, you will see a lot of people from Oriflame, Avon, there right now all over. So I'm not trying to hint you, but I'm still hinting you. Who are the people you can go up to if you want to. Again, there are all the brands like Herbalife, you've got Amway, we've got local brands like Modi Care, Vestige. They're huge brands. They're like nearing Herbalife do, I think, close to about a 700-800 million just in India. Similarly, Oriflame is pretty huge. Avon is very big here, and there are a lot of local players. They dominate the Indian market right now when it comes to direct selling. Mindset, something very exciting here, rather interesting. It's very family oriented and family driven culture here. There's a family ties. People really kind of like to be together. You'll always see, even in your part of the world, the Indians like to live together. Like many communities, they do together like Indians, the same way. So family is the key here. Recognition, every Indian aspire to get recognized. So use this in a nice way when you're talking to Indian. Thank you, whatever. I know you guys are the best. So recognition is very important in Indians' life. Opportunity, contribution to family income, something which I always like to speak about, which is very unique here in this part of the world, is always about the family income. What does it mean by that? Let's say a husband is earning a full-time job and he's earning, let's say, 100 rupees or $100, whatever we say. And then the wife does our business. Let's say wife joins Usana, and out of Usana, she earns 10, example, to start with. No, the family does not see that, my wife's income is 10 and my income is 100. When they come home, they see income as 110. So now my family income is 110. Okay, so I'm planning my future for my kids' education, for everything based on 110. So now imagine this 10, which is coming from Usana, that becomes 20, 30, 40, 100 is still on, the husband is still on 100. Now this becomes 130, 140, 150. 30, 40, 50 rupees goes into saving for future because we still are not protected by the government on many things. So that is where I think an Indian mindset works. So our recommendation to you all, whenever you are talking to Indian communities, speak about family income. This will really help you all whenever you are penetrating into an Indian community. It's all about family. It's all about going back to my family. What am I doing for them? This is where I think is the first thing for us. Health and herbals, oh yeah, sorry, Indians love to travel. I mean, you see Indians around the world crazily spending. Just Google how much of a billions are spent every year on travel. So our incentive trips are going to be very exciting. We will be launching along with the India launch, just to keep everybody excited, and that will be available for our opportunity too, right here in India, like in other parts of the world which exist. Kids education, something which every Indian save. This is a dream of every Indian to have our kids being extremely put in the best education, because the asset for us is not the house or whatever. The asset for us is always my kids' education. So every Indian would sell their house rather to put, to have their kids educated. So this is something I think ever we are talking to an Indian community, if you speak about it, that this money which you're gonna earn out of Usana, that will help in your kids' education. I think this was one of the game changers always, from our experience and as a part of our culture. Health and herbal focus, family referrals, very important. If you get an entry to a family, I think you get more families connected. One family can give you 100 families very easily. It's just about getting one family, and then you have the family referrals all coming. We don't ask questions as a culture. If, like, my family or my friend is recommending, then I will not have many questions because it's coming. It's obvious that, it's my family that's recommending to me because I trust them blindly. And this is where I think one of the learnings we would like to share. Doctors, expert recommendations, here, I mean, if you come to India, every second, like every nook and corner, you see a lot of doctors. It's not like the US or the other parts of the world that, oh, you have to take an appointment and your appointment will come after 1 month. It's not like that. Here is like every second house or everybody. I mean, you have the best education, you have the best doctors. So if a doctor is recommending something or any expert is recommending, I think that value of that part is very high. So these slides will be with you. You can read it and interpret it while you're kind of communicating with the Indian community. That's the more on the psychology and the Indian mindset. And then something what we always speak about it, there is a clear value alignment. I've been speaking about it, excellence. You'll say Indians, we all believe in being, fighting for an excellence. There's a lot of doctors and engineers and medical professionals and architects. There's a constant race to be on the top. That's the culture. We really want to strive to be excellent in everything we do, the best we try and do. And that's why I think there's a clear alignment when it comes to Usana's values of excellence. Community, it's a family, like we grow together, we build together, we live together. Everything is about community, everything is about family. There's a clear alignment. Health, if you really see, yoga originates from India. So, I mean, the health is like, and after COVID, I think there's a lot of game change has happened here. I mean, you see in the morning, people are running. There's a lot of nutrition business has grown very well. Pretty surge that has come post-COVID around the world, but India, because of the size of the population we have, again, and the numbers are pretty good. So, and again, we are a health company. So here we are not talking about just nutritional company. Our focus is more about the holistic health. That's what we will be bringing. And we'll share more in our calls that what is the holistic health we are talking about. We are also hiring a nutritionist. She's joining actually tomorrow morning, who will be giving a lot of work, a lot of support to not only the product development, education, and a lot of other stuff, what we will be rolling out as we kind of move forward with the launch and post-launch. Integrity, of course, this is like the binding thing for our values. And that is what we want to really drive along with you all as we build India. So that's more on the value alignment. A couple of things, the USPs, educated consumers, pretty highly educated consumer here. They're very well aware of the health, the opportunity. There are millions of brands here, like they sell wellness and they sell nutrition. You just check, everybody is selling wellness. So why you are different? I think Usana's strengths about Usana's technology, the cellular health is something which is where I think we stand apart. And that's the message we are constantly giving through our social media, through our various talks. We are different, and this is how we are different, because we have a immunologist who is like, who's a founder of the company versus a businessman who started the company. It's very different. So I think if we speak about it to somebody, I think he will believe you guys more when you're talking to an Indian, because they believe in a referral, they believe in a doctor, they believe in an immunologist, they believe in the science. So we stand tall when we clearly say that, we have Dr. Vance, who's founder, versus we have ABC, who was a businessman, and who started like a rags and riches or whatever stories, which we all hear. So it's very different. We are publicly traded company. When you're talking, sorry, but I want to be very blatant and straightforward here. There's been a lot of fly-by-night operators. They come in every country, they go, right? But similarly in India too, India has seen in the last 25, 30 years in direct sales, lots of ups and downs. A lot of companies comes, make a lot of money, take the money out of people's pocket and gone. So do people believe in direct selling? They will only believe if we make them believe by saying that we are publicly traded company. You want to check my financials? Go online, check my investor relations. Okay, we stand tall by saying that, yes, you check anything, any data you need, it's all available. Just go online. I don't need to tell you. I don't need to sell Usana. It's publicly traded. So this is a very important point. My highest recommendation to you, if anybody tries to challenge you, just say check online. Go to investor relations at usana.com. You have everything. We are so black and white as a company. We have a 30 years of heritage. We are like the top in the direct sales environment. We are number 14 in the world, and we are growing. We are already there in 24 markets, and we also quote here the examples of Malaysia, the Philippines and Hong Kong. So whatever we see from the post, Vivian, and you guys put, we keep pushing that out and sharing with the people. So use those things which is already available with us. That is our strength, and we leverage that often when we speak to our people here. And please use them. Compensation plan, kind of something I want to share with you. The generation plan here, like, and the depth plan. So the binary plan is like here in India they call it as a depth plan or the binary plan. This is the generation plan. So if you see the generation plan, it's kind of accepted facts here in the direct sales environment that if I am building width gives me profitability and depth gives me security. Right. This is how it's established in India, thanks to so many players in the last 27 years in this industry. So width, if I go like deep white, that in my opening my lines in the white, this is giving me profitability. But if I go deep, this gives me security. So what is Indian looking for in their life? First thing is security. And that's where I think the compensation plan, the depth plan, or the binary plan, as we call, that works, in my views, will work very well, for Indian market. Of course, it's not going to be an overnight sale that, oh, you're going to make, your leaders will become, diamonds and emeralds. That's not going to happen. I think the journey will be good, strong. That's what we are expecting. But that's the accepted fact that when you're talking to any leaders who are from other direct selling companies, I think you can always use by saying this kind of a plan, the two-line structure, which is more deep, that gives us the security. And that's what we talk about in our compensation plan. Weekly payout. I don't know if we hardly have any companies here, very few, who are into the weekly payout system. The world is moving into weekly payout. So do we. And that's another USP we have, which you can use. Affiliate and consumer program, that's something very special here. We have affiliate program, customer program, which Gunjan is coming and covering in the coming slides. So that's also like available, which is very unique to Usana. Very few companies have the affiliate plan. I don't know, one or two maybe. Of course, customer programs are with many companies. And associate program, of course, associate is your direct sales model. So what we say, the opportunity is meant for all the people, whether you are like a customer, great, we have a plan for you. You're an associate, you want to build business, through the direct sales structure, we have a compensation plan for you. You want to join as an affiliate with, who are like influencer, and you want to build model through your, Instagram or social media, we have an affiliate plan for you. So for everybody, there is an opportunity available. Okay, so what is the support? I'll run very quickly. The support is very much here. We have an India office. This is in Gurgaon. It's like Gurugram. Gurgaon, it's like a hub of Delhi. It's like Orchard Road of Singapore, just as an example, or maybe a downtown in Kuala Lumpur, just as an example. So in the main heart, it's a very prestigious place. That's where we have our office. It is our corporate office. There is no will call in India, because I think more or less the culture has now moved into online. The post-COVID, people don't want to travel that much. A lot of offices are still working on a hybrid. So people are not coming to the offices. So, and then here we have a great delivery system. I mean, the products can be delivered to your house in just 3 to 5 days within India, any place we want. So people in this crazy traffic situation, the world has moved. I mean, we all grew up with branch model. In my previous life, I had 60 branches, man, all over India. People would go one over another. Now nobody comes. So we are not launching with a will call, but we'll see, if the business demands that tomorrow the will call is needed, we are very much open. So that's why we said initially, But if we can deliver to you products, within Delhi region, the next day, today you order, the next day it's get delivered to you. Why do you need to come all the way? Yes, you want to meet us, you want to have a coffee with us, or you want to do a kind of a training session. That's different. That's different. But not to come just to pick my product. That's what is not available right now. This is a team we have right. We are approximately now about, I think, 18 or 19 people. We have another colleague joining tomorrow. So around 19 people team right now. This is what you see at this moment of time. How do I move this thing to this side? Yeah, okay. So this is a team we have at this moment of time. Sorry. David was here a week and a half back, and it was a great time. He spent a week with the team and met a lot of people, a lot of leaders, potential leaders. It was a great week with him, a lot of learnings. So that's our office, where we are situated at this moment of time. So what are the tools and trainings, promotions and incentive, recognition and events? Of course, we're going to have tools, we will have trainings, we'll be launching the training calendar. We already have one meeting happening on every Tuesday evening. I mean, I'm going to talk about it in the end. We will launch with a lot of promotions. Launch promotions will be very attractive. We'll also have incentive trips like what you guys have around the world and in your market. So India will also have their specialized incentive trips. Very exciting. As Indian loves traveling, like I said. And then recognition and events. I think people love here. They love dancing and they love events. And in the end, I'm going to show you one of the kickoff pre-launch event, which we did about a month back. That was a super success. So I'm going to show you a video just to make you feel excited about India. Unique changes for success. We're going to have a phased launch. I'll talk about it. We'll have local manufacturing and then compensation plan. So phased launch, we're going to be in 19 states for now. We are right now working to open in other states, like what you see, the northeastern states, which you see on your right-hand side. These states are one in the dark colors. They are pretty little different. They are more Asian influence than an Indian influence. The people here look more Asian. They look more, they're more influenced by, I should say, a Burmese or a Thai or a Korean culture versus an Indian culture. I'll be honest with you, and that's terrain has a little bit of a challenge with regards to the operation supply chain. So we are fixing that, and we are confident that in another few weeks we should be able to open the whole India. And then the state in the southern part is like a little bit challenging when it comes to direct selling, but I think we have a green light, so we are working on that to open. And the up north is a Himalaya region where you see the Jammu Kashmir. This is again related to the deliveries. So this is how we started, but I think with the delay in the launch because of these payment things, I think we are hopeful that by the time we launch India, maybe in a couple of weeks, we should have the whole India open. So we are working on that direction. Okay, and local manufacturing, that's unique to India. India can offer the best of the manufacturing facilities. I mean, I think the biggest exporter in this part of the world is India. So we have a clearly long-term vision defined. We have 3 manufacturing units, and all the products which we have right now, they're already out, they're already in a warehouse. Everything is ready. It's just about the last leg of the payments, which we are waiting from the service provider to give us the green light, as well as the government. So I think it's on the way. So we have 3 strategies for the product portfolios for future. The first is that a global portfolio made in India. So whatever the global portfolio, you have Proflavanol, you've got Bio Omega, you've got Nutri-Meal, everything is made in India, but it's a global portfolio. Again, the question might come, oh, this ingredient is not there in Indian manufacturing. Is it to do with the Indian manufacturing? No, it's to do with the Indian regulations, because there are a couple of ingredients that's not approved for India, I'm sure, like for other markets. So that has to be customized based on the Indian requirement. Number 2, global portfolio import. We will bring in some products. They are very unique to USANA. They're very, very special. So that we would like to import directly and not make in India, because that's like highly classified, highly patented, or whatever we call them in USANA's terminology. That will be directly coming to India from the US. And lastly is a regional or the local portfolio. We call them made in India, made for India. There'll be a lot of products as we move forward will be make in India and make for India. because I think it's a large market. It's too diverse. As we say, we are in 29 states or provinces, and every state is different. The way I look is very different from the way you can see, Vikrant and Amit looks, because they are from up north. They are more fair, right? They're coming from the hills. They are like more fairer. I'm more brown. As you go down, it becomes black. So it's really different. I didn't mean that, but you can understand because of the temperatures and because of the geographical things makes us totally different. And if you go on the northeast, it's like more Asian looks, like how couple of friends there, they sit like they'll relate. So this is where I guess the things are right now for us. And now I would like to hand over very quickly to my colleague Gunjan to run through the product and the comp plan. There you go.
Thank you, Puneet. And firstly, let me welcome all of you. Thank you so much for taking out time today to listen about what India is, how you can build your business there. I mean, everybody from Indonesia to Malaysia to Singapore to Taiwan, Hong Kong, thank you so much one more time. Of course, you know all about the products more than probably I do, but at the same time, would like to tell you, we're going to be starting with about 8 products. And you can see the names, of course, out there. However, in coming time, we will be launching more because so the phase 2 would be another set of products that we would be launching. So as you see, instead of these Cell Essentials that you have out there, we would actually be launching the Core Essentials. And I'm sure you're thinking, how is Core Essential kind of different than our Cell Essentials? Well, we've been taking a lot of product trainings from the global team. And what I've been told is how Cell Essentials and Core Essential is different in India is the quantity of the Magnecal D. So along with Core Essential, if you add a Magnecal D, there you go, you have a Cell Essential ready with you. Yeah, and Biomega, almost the same. Vision X, we've added some extra element of the Indian herbal extracts in the Vision X. Proflavanol C200, slightly different. You guys probably have the vitamin C blend. We have simple vitamin C, but it's an amazing product. We've all started using it. And then Coconut 100, Procosa, Magnecal D, and Nutri-Meal. So vanilla and chocolate. We've already kind of announced the packs. So how you would see is actually the PV ratio with 3 of our products may be slightly on the lower side compared to the others. So yes, Biomega, Procosa, Core Essentials. Here's the pricing summary for you. We will have certain products, and the strategy behind our pricing is certain products would be door entry. And then there would be certain products which would be, let's say, in the mid-tier range. Yeah, so a door entry product, a mid-tier range, and then, of course, the premium range that would follow there. And in terms of INR, you see the pricing out there. So 3,000 and above are the products that we would call in the premium pricing range. Then there are a lot of products that you see between 1,200 to 2,200, 2,500. So that would be the mid-tier range. And then door entry products like Magnecal and, so these are our door entry products into the house. And that's how and this strategy we will follow continuing with the other products that come in. Yes, with Nutri-Meal, if you are connected with any of the Indian community and trying to build out here, people will talk about the PV ratio. But we've gone ahead and kind of solved it further by launching product packs. So we have certain packs available, which is the Vision Support Pack. And here they get 45 SVP. You have Core Essential, Vision X, and Biomega. We have an Active Lifestyle Pack with Proflavanol, Procosa, Magnecal, and Nutri-Meal. That's like 4 products in together. Then a Heart Health Pack with another 3 products. And in our pricing strategy, you would see that if they are trying to compare in the Indian market, we may be slightly higher than the other brands, but not like super high. So that's how we have played on the pricing per se. And here's a total nutrition pack. So all the products in together, they can get 86 SVP, and the preferred price is 14,299. So that's related to the packs. And now comes, and here's the product brochure. If you want to scan it, of course, the presentation would be sent across. So if needed, you could kind of scan this brochure right away, or when this presentation reaches you, you could have a look at our product brochure as well. We will have the single product sheets available. So if anybody needs that to kind of understand the products more, we'll be happy to kind of send you those too. All right, so let's get into the most interesting part, I guess, which you have probably been waiting. So we are with the compensation plan, trying to really simplify the thing. We want to be legally compliant with the India laws, and of course, for the international leaders, there's a different set of compensation that I'll talk to you about. But yes, in India, as Puneet was mentioning, we are offering the affiliate model as well as the associate model, and of course preferred customer exists. So let's have a quick look as to how these function. So for the preferred customer, of course, they get into self-consumptions and sharing. They save 10%, and that's the preferred price. And now in India, instead of the auto order, we are going to have something that's called as our loyalty program. So if you look at an auto order, you got to place certain products in the auto order, and that what gets billed to you every cycle. However, with the loyalty program, this is applicable on the very next order. So let's say if you buy a product worth, let's say $100, $10 worth, so 10% of that, which is $10, gets accumulated as reward points for you. And whenever you place your next order, you can redeem those. So you earn a loyalty for every order. Yeah. And then so the next order, let's say whenever you come back and place another order, and it could be the very next day. And let's say you're placing another $100 rupee order the very next day. That time, if you want, you could avail your $10 loyalty and just pay $90 for your order value. And in this order, of course, then you end up saving another $9 for your next order. So that's how the loyalty program kind of continues in our compensation plan. And it's quite different than an auto order, but we surely the more we are talking about this to the leaders, they seem to be very excited that, it's there available for them on every order. And of course, preferred customer can earn product credits for any referrals that they get into the system. And now talking about affiliate, of course, this is more about social media sharing a lot of links. They have all the same programs. They can buy products at preferred price. They can enroll into our loyalty program, which is, of course, available for everybody. But at the same time, they also earn commission. And when we talk of commission on the active nutrition category, which is the Nutri Meal, they will get 10% commission on any customer who places the order. And rest of the products, they get 20% commission, which means if your Nutri Meal is also in a product pack, then they would end up getting a 20% commission. And affiliates are basically in the tree. Customers can, of course, be attached to any of the business centers. And affiliate can, of course, have a first line affiliate enrolled with them, and they earn a 10% match or whatever their personally sponsored affiliate earns. So this is the affiliate part of it. And we do believe there are people, who don't want to, let's say, get into the networking and building a binary tree per se. So those are the people, they can get started with the affiliate model and then probably graduate on to the associate model. So this is one option that's always available to them. So with affiliates, SVP doesn't matter. Their earnings are actually on the sales value. It is not on SVP. Yeah. So that's how affiliates are different. And of course, affiliate does not need to kind of probably place their own order to earn these commissions. Yeah. And now when we get into the associate part, which is the business building model, they also have the same thing, 10% on product orders, save 10% with loyalty program. And they can get 10% on preferred customers order as well. 20% match, the same as it is on the weekly commissions. So which is same as across the world, and 20% match also of the affiliate earning. So that means an associate can bring in a preferred customer, an associate can bring in an affiliate. When you look at an affiliate, they can bring in a preferred customer and an affiliate. A preferred customer can only bring in another customer. So that's how, of course, the model varies. And we will have leadership bonus, we will have elite bonus, and a lot of trips and incentives. And yes, we are super excited to bring the first set of our associates to the Asia Pacific Convention in March. And we'd love to kind of, talk about it more in India the day we start launching it, because we attended the last year, I mean, not last year, this year's one in Korea, and was super amazing. And yes, we're really excited about what's going to happen in Malaysia next year. So yeah, now let's get into the base compensation. There is no activation requirement, and this is as per the Indian laws. So it's not like you got to activate your first business center, and then, when you graduate further, you then can activate the other 3 business centers. So there's no activation requirement. The moment they join, they can join in with 3 business centers. Yeah, and 35 SVP is the qualification for all the centers. And when you look at 35 SVP in INR, we're talking about of a value of around 5,000 rupees of an order every cycle. The maximization of the business center will happen at 3,000 SVP instead of the regular 5,000. And that's the director level. Yes, this is to encourage people, in the initial stages, to maximize business center and explore how much the business can actually give to them. So those are, of course, a few of the launch strategies that we have put in for India. Commissions in India will be paid on a matching volume of 35 SVP. So which means 35 SVP for activation and 35 SVP for the minimum matching of commissions. Yeah. Leadership bonus, it's going to be on 2% of the sales to start with, yes, instead of 3%. And it's like a very, very simplified formula. As many business center they max, they earn a share per business center. So it doesn't go like you maximize one, and then when you maximize the second one, you go 1 + 2. It doesn't work like that. If you maximize 2 business centers, you get 2 shares. And for elite bonus, initially it will only be for top 20. And of course, the payout would start from the 7th month, I would say, after completing 2 quarters. So other title and ranks will remain same to the world standards as you see elsewhere. So this will not change, as you know. And when we look at commission volume points, approximate conversion that so far we've worked upon would be 80 rupees in INR. Yeah. And of course, we will be announcing all of this pretty soon. So now let's talk about how the tree is slightly different. So basically, there will not be any volume that would roll outside of India. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you will not earn from anybody that you go out and recruit in India. Yeah, you will have a different international associate compensation here. And we are already aware of leaders who are working from your markets into India. So how it's going to work in terms of the international compensation is the moment you start, let's say you recruited the first person on January 2024, 1st January. So whatever that personally referred associates based commission is, you earn 20% on that for the first year till the 5th year. Year 6 to 10 would go up to 10%, 11 to 15, 5, and year 16 and beyond will be 2.5. So this would begin from the time when you actually enroll the associate. For every associate, it could be a different time frame. But during the launch, what would happen is opening time till about December 2024, as a special promotion, everybody who kind of recruits in India would get 40% of their personally referred associates based commission. Yeah, and of course, this is weekly. At any point of time when you are trying to refer people into India, you could connect with our customer service team. We've been answering a lot of questions that are coming to us, and we are open. Our customer service team is very, very responsive on that as well. Yeah. And the good thing is any CVP that you earn from India, yeah, so you are earning 40%. So whatever that 40% is from India will count towards your rank advancement, your executive title, your leadership, and your elite bonus in your home country. So it's not that it doesn't count for your rank advancement. It does count for you. This, of course, we did not announce in the month of May when we were showing this. This got added quite recently. Yeah. So basically, let's say from India, let's say your CVP in Malaysia is 750 CVP at a particular time in a particular week. And then similarly, the India CVP is about 250 CVP. This means for that particular week, your total CVP would then be counted as 1,000. And then, of course, you reach the silver level. Yeah. So that's how the CVP gets counted. And any preferred customer, if you have, you would get 20% on all your personally preferred customers orders. So that's based on your order sales, yeah, product sales price. And any affiliate, but this is only, of course, for the participating market. So I guess in the current set, we do not have a participating market in the affiliate program, but you never know how soon the other markets would introduce it. But yeah, if there are people who are taking up, let's say, an entity in India, and then they could enroll into this program and start earning from the affiliate model as well. And quickly now, since we've covered, I know you would be having a lot of questions related to the compensation plan. My request would be, you can put all of those in the chat and we come back to you quickly on that in some time while we talk about how is it that you can build your own home country along with your India business. Yeah. So I'll now hand over to Puneet.
Yeah, thank you, Gunjan. I think she's been amazing and a great support. I think one of the things which we are excited about, not about India, but we are excited about building the Indians around the world, because one of the things which we have seen, at least I've tried it, and I can give you an example. My son lives in, outside, he's studying in Canada. So I went to meet him in August and I met my cousin, so I went to his house and I saw his face really grim. What's happening? I asked him, I says, bro, what's wrong with you? You're looking very down. And he said that, my brother, like my cousin's brother, elder brother, who lives in India, he said that he's very sick. And he's like his brother who lives in India, the elder brother. He said that, he is really, really sick. So, and I need your help. He gave me a big bag of vitamins and like protein powder and a lot of stuff. He said that, please, why don't you just take this bag, back home and hand it over to him in Delhi. I says, yeah, I can do that, but what happened? No, he's very sick, and this guy is very down. And imagine, they left. My cousin who lives in Canada, he lived 30 years, 40 years back. They left India and they are like citizens, and the kids don't even speak Hindi and whatnot. Right. So, I mean, now I'm trying to think that, why is he sending all these supplements to India? So he asked me, bro, where are you working? I saw your Facebook, and what is this usana? Yeah, I've heard about. Then he said that, I said, this is a company and, like pretty big. I said, yeah, I remember, this 2 doors neighbor, I saw a car and that car is a sticker of usana. Is it the same usana? I says, yeah. So usana is also in India. I says, we are launching in India. No, it's a good company and that has a good supplements. And like, I was also using kind of a 2 years back or something like that. I says, yes, I can carry your bag with me, but now, don't look at India what you saw 30 years back. It's totally changed. All the big brands are very much available in India, and usana is also getting launched in India. And I can send your brother, whatever he needs. Obviously, he's my brother too. So, I'm just trying to think. Look at the connection. 30 years back, my cousin who lives in Canada, he left, and he still has such a strong family ties that he said that, take my bag, you tell me how much I have to pay you for a bag, leave the money. I'm taking a first flight out. My brother is sick. This is forcing me to think that, yes, I think, because when you live here, you don't feel that thing that, when you live abroad, you still have that connection back home, and that's Indians. I don't know about the other community, but here, like, the bonding, the family bonding is like crazy. Even 30 years back, who left India, he's still so close. And he's sending me a big bag of vitamins and whatnot. He says, pay the duty. I don't care. Just take my bag for my brother. So this made me think that, wow, it's not just about India. How about we build Indians? The moment we build Indians, the business is coming back to India. Okay, because the brother, the friends, the sister, the family, it's a community. Similarly, when we built India, automatically so many people around the world, his brother who lives in India, my cousin, elder cousin, he's going to call his brother in Canada, and just say that, I mean, I'm doing this, so why don't you just use it and buy from Canada? So I think this community building, that's what we've been talking about. And I met Vivian, and I guess, Vivian, that's the reason we are we are even seeing this, right? Because I think it's a huge community which we together can really tap, and that's gonna help grow the business around the world and just not limiting to India. Because if we build Indians, the India is gonna grow. And if we build India, the Indians are gonna grow. So that's what will happen. And I'm confident it might take 3, 4, 5 years, doesn't matter, but I think journey starts today. This is what I strongly feel. Now the question is more about that: how do you attack Indian community? How do you talk to them? What's happening? So look at it. This is a festival season. Yesterday we had one of the biggest festivals in India. I mean, it's called as Dashera. It's being celebrated around the world. Can we find some places wherein these festivals are happening? This is the time when you see Indian communities together. Like one of the examples, can we put some stalls in the of somewhere in any community gathering of Indians, and then talk about usana. If you have any contacts whom you feel that, okay, we have 3, 4, 5 people, can we come? We are more than happy as a team to jump on a call with you, to kind of not speak about just India, but also speak about the Indians. So there are so many ideas which we can grow together, which we can speak together, which we can build together to grow the huge community that is around the world. I mean, which is very much available. And there's a lot of money which you see when people go abroad. Why do they go abroad? To earn money. That's why, from India, you're going abroad because the opportunities, you have huge opportunities here, but there are also opportunities outside. Take an example, IT industry in Malaysia, look at Singapore. Like it's huge Indian community, right down. There's a lot of slowdown in many industries. A lot of people I know, they're looking at various options. So we find some contact. We have just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 sparks. And I think no looking back from there. So our thinking, our advice, our guidance will be that, just find some people to whom you can actually kind of connect. If you like, you have any community wherein we can get an entry into, you want us to jump on a Zoom call, more than happy. Anytime works for us. Like the time is not an issue. We can work with you. We can work with Vivian, you and the other GMs to really kind of, talk to anybody. You have some big leaders who really want to host some meetings online, more than happy. Few of the global leaders are also setting up entities in India. If you really want to know more, we can kind of guide your GMs, and we can kind of give you a setup how you can actually set up an entity in India and then do a business like an Indian. Like Usana is a foreign company doing business in India. Similarly, Vivian as a foreign entity can come to India, set up an entity, and do a business in India. So it's everything is possible. We can even give you an estimated cost so that you can do a cost benefit analysis if you want to do. We can provide you anything and everything you like to really help you succeed in India. We have a team available, always there to support you, customer service. Even I'm there, even Vikrant, Gunjan, we all are there to help you, succeed and help you in any direction you like. That's very much possible. Outside of that, a couple of things we would highly recommend to you. We have India Weekly Connects. We've been very successful in doing that, I must say. And we have 2 weekly connects. One is for the international associates. We get about 60 to 70 associates. They join every kind of bi-weekly. It's a bi-weekly contact on Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. India Standard Time. That's when a lot of global leaders who have an interest in Indian business, so they come, they join the call. We have Dan Whitney on the call. I'm on the call, Gunjan. We keep answering their queries, and we keep updating them on the products, on the compensation plan, anything that's now being added. Like, we keep on updating them. And then we also have the Indian guests. So every Tuesday evening, 5 p.m. India Standard Time, we get about 90 plus people now. We started to get about 80 to 90 people on the Indian guests. They're all Indian prospects, future prospect. They've started to come on our Zoom calls. And here is the webinar ID. If you have any prospects coming, you can just join once, learn. You can invite the people, and start this journey. This is the same presentation what we are presenting. It's not the same. We are also starting to invite top leaders. Like, we've had David was there on one of the calls. We are calling Austin on the call. We've got a couple of other top leaders who are visiting India. We keep pushing them out, and we'll grow this. Our goal is we started with 2 people. Today we get about 90 people on the Zoom call every Tuesday evening, 80, 90. It just grows. That's all is happening. Then we also have USANA India Connect Facebook and an Instagram page. This page is actually for the distributors, for the associates. Right now, it's like, how do I say? It's not okay. These pages are, sorry, I must say, there are 2 set of social media we have. One is for the consumers and one is for the distributors. Okay, so I'll come to that. But here is the USANA India Connect Weekly Connect with India team for international associates. Sorry, I've already spoken about it, but you can that's the details, right? Okay, so this I've already covered. Now, here you go. This is more about the social media. Now, social media strategies is pretty strong. We feel confident and we feel good about, the last 3 months, how we have built up social media. On the Facebook, we are trending around 15,000 people. We started on May 2nd, May 3rd, after Korea, while we were in Korea. And when Kevin launched India, the Facebook page was up. And Instagram, we are trending around close to nearing about 3,000 to 4,000 people. And YouTube has just started. It just started with, I think, 50, 60 people right now, but we'll build it up. Our internal goal is to go 100,000 people. That's the goal we are keeping. And we are target-driven country. We're target-driven people. So our internal target is to touch 100,000 people on Facebook, 100,000 on Insta. And that's what we will do by the end of next year. So we're already about 15, 16,000 on Facebook. But this is more of a consumer-facing page, meaning tomorrow rank advancements and all those things will not come here. It's more about science. It's more about the brand. It's more about the David's visit. It's more about promotions. It's more about the culture. It's more about values. It's more about, our new launches. That's going to happen on this page. However, nothing to do with business. Whatever is happening to do with business is going to happen on this page. It's called as USANA India, opportunity page. This is the page. That's where we're going to be kind of doing let's say, a rank advancement. Let's say we launch a weekly promotion or a monthly promotion. Let's say we launch an incentive trip or something like that. Anything to do with the business, that's going to happen here. Anything to do with the consumers, 1 billion people in India or around the world, that's going to happen here. So I would highly encourage you, please, if you're not on our Facebook, social handles, please join them. Please, be a part of it. As we grow, as we kind of go fast, and as we have the date coming, we'll go crazy on social media. And that's what we love, because we know that, we've got about 500 million people on Facebook. So why not, take an advantage? And I think we feel we have a pretty robust, social media strategy, and that's so far working well for us. So join us on this page too. And as we grow, as we open the market, this will get restricted. This will be more restricted. This will be approved. It will not be open for all, as you understand, because I think we want serious people to be here. This is for all. Warm welcome. Learn USANA, learn the culture, learn the brand, learn the science, learn this. But this is more targeted, more focused. You'll have, tomorrow, Vivien, I'll invite you here and speak about your vision for USANA in your region. Man, we talk more. You got my point, right? This is more about target. That's more about open. This is the customer service email ID. I mean, our TAT is usually within 24 hours. Amit and his team response. Please, you can write your queries in case you don't have it right now. Suddenly you remember something, just write to kind of us. We'll respond to you. We'll help you connect with the right team. If we don't have the answers, still we respond to you. But so that, we like to keep our contact with you as we open so that you are a part of our data bank and we are sending you information as we move forward. Okay, so that's about the USANA's, a little bit about Complan products and the culture and a couple of other stuff. Now, before we open up for the Q&As, if you have any right now, or if you feel we should take Vivian, we can do that. But before that, we have a strategy, and the strategy is to do a lot of events around India as we open or pre-opening, before and after opening. So we had a fantastic event which we planned on September 8th. And that was very good success. We got about 300 plus people. It's in the northern part of India called Chandigarh. It's just one small state, so a small city that must be having I don't know how many millions of people. So we did just one event there. That's a start, which really created a lot of buzz for us. And now, as we have the date coming in, we'll go around India, do a lot of events, do a lot of action to kind of blow the roof in India about USANA. So I just want to show you this thing so that that India is strong, and we would like to also welcome you to be a part of this journey. So let's have a look. There you go. Volume.
Rocking Usana.
Rocking, super hit.
Amazing. Usana rocks.
So let's rock it.
के करियर में ऐसा प्रोग्राम नहीं देखा। इस तरह का अच्छा प्रोजेक्ट इंडिया में रॉक करेगा।
आज का एक्सपीरियंस बहुत ही बढ़िया रहा।
So this was an amazing event. I think that really sets the tone. And now I think everybody is excited, and we are just kind of waiting for the final green light from our service providers, as well as a little bit from the government. I think once that's done, we really want to repeat this pan India, and I think we are confident that we're going to have a great support and a great response. So far, I think God's been kind. Things are moving in the right direction. It's just a matter of time to get the final green light, and I think we are good to go. So, and you will be the first one to really let, like Vivian, I'm going to call you all to just say, boom, we are going live on this date. You'll hear from us hopefully very soon. I'm keeping my fingers crossed and praying every day that it happens. So this is more on the India opportunity.
Thank you, Puneet.
answer, or
Tiffany.
feel we
Yeah.
can do. Yeah.
It's a lot of information, and I think our associates will like, most of them, especially, the CVP that they earn from India is contributing to their rank advancement and all others, activities or initiatives in their home countries. So that is actually a great news. And I see a couple of questions. Is one questions in the chat group. Okay, same questions 2 times. Okay, can foreigner join Usana India as a distributor?
Okay, so I can take that. You have to set up okay, there are 2 ways to do. You have to set up an entity in India, like any foreigner. I mean, if I, let's say, want to set up I want to work, how do I say, I want to work in Malaysia. So what do? I'll just go and set up an entity, or I'll take a work permit to work there. But it's a business for you. So assuming you want to come to India, you have 2 choices. Either you can take a business visa, which we can help you, or second option is that, you just come and establish a company here. There are rules for that. Will be great if you can share your email ID here and we can send you that information. Not a problem. Okay.
These are 2 different questions.
Can distributor outside India sponsor Indian?
Answer.
Yeah, so I've answered the question number
2.
2. Right. So can a resident outside India join India as a distributor?
Yes.
Yes, they can. Yeah, absolutely, they can join.
So if they are residents, I mean, if they still have the Indian passport, or they are the overseas citizenship,
Yeah. OCI.
OCI is what we call it here. If they have that, then they can enroll in India as well. So let's say someone sitting in Malaysia or Singapore, they can have a Singapore business and an India business.
Okay, so take an example. In Malaysia, if you have a IT professional, that guy is already got a work permit, is working there. My gut feel, 99.9%, that person will have the OCI card. It's called as Overseas Citizen of India. Earlier it was called as a PIO, but now it's OCI card. If you have an Indian passport, you are allowed to, open a second business in India. So no problem. You can, first business can be in Malaysia or Singapore, wherever you are. So you keep running that, you work on that plan, but you can come to India and set up your second business. That's very much possible. I'm saying you get a second distributorship in India. That's what I meant. Yep.
Hi, Simon. Simon, is that answer your questions? You can open the mic and talk, actually.
Thank you, Vivian. I don't know whether you can hear me well. It just answered my question, but I also like to know, as an assisting distributor in Malaysia, for example, can we join? Can he join in as an Indian distributors in India at the same time?
Yes, Puneet had already given you the answer. You can, by all means, if you fulfill the requirements to sign up in India, you can have another, it's not your same ID in Malaysia, but another distributorship. Because India have an independent compensation plan. So that means you will have a global USANA ID, which is from Malaysia, and an India ID. All right?
That is only for India. Exactly.
Yes.
So Indian community, my understanding, unless they've really surrendered the passport, let's say I live in Canada or I live in Singapore. Now I've already surrendered my passport. Now I am a Singaporean passport. That's very much possible. But Government of India says that, even if you're a Singaporean passport and if your parents or your family members, wherever, they kind of belong to India, in that case, they can apply for a thing called OCI, which is your offshore corporate of India. Offshore citizen or corporate, whatever, offshore citizen of India. So in that situation, we accept that OCI card people are allowed to kind of do a business in India. They just can't vote in India, but they can definitely do anything and everything in India outside of voting and outside of buying the agriculture land, which probably is the only 2 prohibitions Rest of the things, as an OCI card holder, you are allowed. And let's say you are in Malaysia and you have your people, they already have an Indian passport. Then I think there's no, it's like you're already an Indian because you hold an Indian passport. So that is where I guess it's easy. So in both the situations, you have the option to, your people have an option to open a second business in India. Yeah, or the first business in India, whatever they like. I hope that helps.
So any other questions? Meaning India expatriates in Malaysia
Yes.
also join.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
The Malaysian, Indian expats in Malaysia, they can definitely, if I'm in Malaysian expat, if an Indian living in Malaysia as an expat, I have a business in Malaysia, like Vivian said, my global business, then I can definitely open an entity in India. That is my second business as an Indian business in India. So I'll be paid on two compensation plans, paid on the Malaysia in a normal language, paid in Malaysia on a global compensation plan, and paid in India in an Indian bank account by India entity based on the India compensation plan. Very simple.
So Puneet, in that case, if this Indian expat in Malaysia, do they need to first sign up in India first before they join Malaysia?
Anywhere, they're okay.
Either way, it's okay, right? All
They
right.
can look at either ways. That doesn't matter. That doesn't
All right.
matter to us. So,
That is a big opportunity.
exactly.
That is a big opportunity. Those who got it, I believe you know what to do. So tomorrow, Little India will be very busy, okay? Full of usana distributors. So we have a Little India, just for information, Puneet. When you visit Malaysia next year, we'll bring you to Little India in Malaysia. And just
Okay.
across the border, there's another Little India in Singapore.
Singapore, yeah, I know. Yeah, we've been
Yeah,
there.
so both sides. And Little India is not only in Kuala Lumpur. In fact, in each and every state in Malaysia, I just got to know when I went back to my hometown last week, there is also a Little India in Ipoh, the center of Peninsular Malaysia.
Wow.
All the Indian, and when I look at them, oh gosh, the usana opportunity.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's why I my heart tells me, I'm very much confident. It's a matter of time. It's just about getting few sparks and no looking back from there. It's just about it. It's just about maybe focusing on them. Maybe, right now the eye was not there, but if you put a little bit of focus, everything is possible. Okay.
There's some questions. If PPPS lifetime bonus distributor sponsors someone in India, do you get the PPPS bonus? Though that, if you are actually having an international ID, for example, in Singapore, and you have 3 new downlines in Singapore and you got your number 4 in India, this is not counted towards your PPPS. All right, because India is actually having an independent, compensation plan. So
Correct.
I answer your questions, Lena, Oliver. Okay.
Hey, any more questions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Last
Ashok,
questions.
can be translated also. If you have, and you're not comfortable with English, you could
Just
raise
Yeah.
it in your
say it in a language can be translated. More than happy to answer.
You can speak Cantonese. We have Philip here.
Yeah.
Oh no. Puneet, I think the question is bit different now. Do you have a premium pay setter program in India? No.
No.
Yeah, they don't have. India.
We don't have everything right now, but I think as the time goes, progress, as the things kind of move forward, we are for sure, a lot of things will be added to India and maybe adapted for India. Let's put it that way. Certain things will be different for India, understanding the culture, understanding how the things are, and how things
Currently it is not, but nothing is impossible. Maybe one day. So
Yeah,
just wait.
maybe in a different form. Who knows? Something else which works in India. Why not?
Yeah.
And
All
the
right.
opportunity will always be, optimized for everybody.
Exactly.
Whether it is the international leaders or the Indian leaders. So, we'll say just last week we had some great discussions with David. So all that we're trying to say is stay focused on the Indian community. You will get to see a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
So, as Sonia, your current rank, non-Indian distributors, isn't influenced by what we do in India. That's not true. Just now, Puneet and Gunjang actually explained, whatever you earn in India, okay, your CVP will be contributing to your rank advancement in your home country.
Right.
So it will be, contributed and impacting your rank in your home country. So doing business, in India will eventually be benefiting your business in your home country. All right. Okay. One last question, and I need to release, our Indian friends. Okay.
Oh, no problems.
It's more than 1 hour.
We are very excited. We're very excited to meet almost 60 plus 65 people. So happy. Thank
How
you for
can we enroll a distributor in India?
Okay.
Gunjang, I'll leave it to you to answer. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you have a contact and you are trying to recruit someone in India, we shared our customer service in email ID with you. You could just let us know the details. Amit and his team will take care of that, and that will ensure that you are the referring sponsor for the Indian recruit. So at any point of time, if you have an Indian distributor that you want to enroll, you can get in touch with the customer service team. And I think this would be for the first time, because thereafter you will know where to place your next enrollment under whom. And then, of course, it would become much easier. But for the first time, it would go through the customer service team.
Yeah, Lena, just now, did you take down, the customer service email address? And maybe,
Yeah, we'll just type it for you again.
Yeah, just type.
Note this down. Exactly. We'll just note this down.
Thank you. Yes, so excited. So hello everyone, I'm Daisy from Usana, Indonesia. Yes. Yes, Daisy, your question?
No, just listen.
Oh, just listen. Oh, hi. Just want to say hi, right? Yeah, hi. All right. Okay. If there's no other questions, if you have questions, right after we end the meeting, please take down, the customer service IN at usana.com. Write down your questions and send to our colleague in India. They will be able to help you. It is 24 hours. If you don't get answers within 24 hours, you can make a complaint.
Write to me.
You can make a complaint to Vivian, and I will complain to Pune and Gunjang.
We really want to do that. That's the standard we have set. And we have Amit here actually sitting right here laughing. He said that, what did you do? Why did you say 24 hours? No, just kidding. Yeah, we like to answer very quickly. I think we
No problem. Yeah, it is a very good sessions, Pune. And then I think my team, most of the GMs are here. With all the informations provided, I think we are able to also help, in answering some of the questions. And I especially like that India and Indian is Indian. So the community is really big, and I especially thankful for your informations about the community of Indian in the Facebook. So I think everybody need to immediately take action, and India is waiting. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining the sessions, and see you soon. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Bye bye. Bye everyone.
Good night,
Thank you again.
everyone.
Bye.